What if you found a portal to a parallel universe? What if you could slide into 1,000 different worlds? Where it's the same year, and you're the same person, but everything else is different. And what if you can't find your way home?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fandom Entanglement. We are talking about Sliders, Season 3, Episode 9 or 8. I don't even know which order it's in, but The Fire Within. Who cares? This was a bad episode. Losing track. Damon Sugameli, this is my co-host, Mike Bloxam.
Howdy there.
And joining us once again is my sister, Devin. How are you, Devin?
I'm good. How are you both doing?
Hey, Devin, doing well.
Very tired. It's been a long, long day for me. What have you been up to, sis? Anything special?
I've had a busy morning. Went for a run and then went for a climb. And so I'm also pretty tired, but it's still pretty early in the day for me in Sydney,
Right.
Australia. It's
That's right.
almost 2 p.m. here, so I've got all day left.
Yeah. I know you're you're in the future.
It's tomorrow there already.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, we might as well just get into it because I think we want to get over this. Devin agreed to do this episode, and what did you tell me when you agreed? You were like,
I said I'd love a good hate watch, but
Yeah.
I have to say I didn't enjoy this as much as I was hoping to. There were a few points that made me laugh out loud, which was good for like a hate watch, but then then I was just bored and having trouble following the weird plot. I was trying to take notes. Like the last time I did this with you guys, I had like 2 pages of notes because I had actual thoughts. And this one was just like, I'd be like 15 minutes waiting for a note to write. And all I could write were like the terrible lines that were making me laugh.
Well, the last one was a decent episode. I mean, it was, the whole time going backward thing for like half of it. And, I mean, I always thought that was an interesting one, but this is season 3. We know we're getting to the bottom of the barrel like, already. Yeah. And it's getting worse. To be fair, we're going to hit a stretch, I think, coming up, Mike, where they're going to be decent ones coming up. And then it's going to get bad again. So.
All right.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really found myself this episode. I just couldn't stop myself from comparing it to the other ones that I've watched recently, which isn't much because I'm not doing a full rewatch like you guys, but like a couple from season 1 and the one that we did, and it just felt like such a different show, and I was actually doubting my memory of the show, and I was just like, I just don't think I watched this episode live. Like I just can't fit it into my memory of what I liked about this show.
Maybe you just don't want to remember, Devin.
Maybe.
All right, we all have thoughts, so. Okay, this originally aired November 15th, 1996, and the synopsis from the DVDs. After barely escaping a world engulfed in flames, the Sliders now find themselves in a Los Angeles dependent on the sale and production of oil. Unfortunately, they learn they've brought along a piece of the fire from the last world and that it has a mind of its own. I know, it's like you just laugh, just... That's on
I also
DVDs.
watched this on Halloween, which was perfect because I just pretended it was a Halloween theme. I was like, ooh, the fire.
I mean, as of the recording, this is the Halloween episode's like only been out for like a day, So,
Mhm.
but I mean, was that better than this, Mike? I think that was.
Ugh. No, I think I ranked them both about the same. So no,
I don't know. I don't know.
not better, but not a whole lot worse,
All right, we'll
in my
see.
opinion. But
Yeah.
that's we're all entitled to our own opinions.
All right. Well, we have our usual cast: Jerry O'Connell as Quinn, Sabrina Lloyd as Wade, Clement Derricks as Rembrandt, and John Rhys Davies as Arturo. Give us our guest stars, Mike.
Sure. Yeah, I went a little deeper this week because I thought,
we
we're
need
gonna
to
have a
fill
lot.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Our guest stars include Anthony Tyler Quinn as J.C. Ashton, the big bad guy who's bad just for the sake of being bad.
And his name is Ashton. Get it?
Oh,
Because it's fire.
not get
Ashton.
Did not get that.
Oh.
But
See how
shouldn't
smart?
it have been an oil pun?
But see how smart they are? They named him Ashton.
Okay. And
Damon says
JC for
sarcastically.
Jesus Christ, this episode.
Anyway, Mr. Quinn, his biggest acting gig appears to be 51 episodes of Boy Meets World as Jonathan Turner, who is a teacher at the high school. Yeah,
I do remember him from that,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, that was his best
Yeah.
gig. This was not. Yeah, I it wasn't until I went through his credits that I realized that's where I remembered him from. It was bugging me the whole episode. But,
You
there
seem
wasn't
vaguely
much else
familiar.
to think about during the episode except where did you see these people before?
Yeah.
Brigitte Dow, who is Amanda. I believe that was the widow. Is that right?
Is it Brigida or yeah,
Sounds
whatever.
right.
Yeah.
She also was in one episode of Boy Meets World. Strange connection there. But her biggest gig appears to be she was in the main cast of a show called Northwood, which was on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, or CBC, from 1991 to 94. I've never heard of the show, but yeah, it had a good run apparently. And she was also the voice of the female Ranma in 5 episodes of Ranma 1/2 from the late 80s, the English dub. I only mention it because this has come up before. I think 2 other Sliders episodes, we had people who were the voice of Ranma, like
something like that,
throughout multiple iterations of the show. So
yeah,
it's weird, that weird
Funny.
crossover with Sliders. I don't know why that keeps happening.
Yeah.
Next we have Lynn Clark as Diana Silvius. That was the secretary or head secretary or whatever, that weird
A transatlantic accent woman.
Yeah. That was where they had she was the one who had the computer in that whole hallway of desks with green lights.
Okay.
And
I kind of remember.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember. Wow, okay.
Yeah. She's the one who worked with JC, like
I kind of remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sure.
Her biggest gig was 56 episodes of Santa Barbara, which appears to be a soap opera from the 80s to the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm not familiar with it.
No one cares, Damon.
Yeah.
No, I'm just hey, remember,
I know.
Mom used to watch soap operas all the time, so I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Terry Markwell as TV reporter / Tess Martin, which apparently this is her first of 3 appearances in season 3 as Tess Martin.
Oh, really?
I think the other 2 were Prince of Slides and
That's next.
Slide Like an Egyptian.
Okay.
I do like when they have those recurring characters.
So do I.
Like just the bit role. They're born to be a reporter in every dimension.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm curious to see how she'll show up in the next 2, whether it will be still a reporter or just character Tess Martin, or how that works. But
yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. Okay.
Yeah. So she was also in 12 episodes of Mission Impossible from the American Broadcasting Company, aka ABC, in 88 to 89. And she was in 22 episodes of Butterfly Island from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, also ABC, in 1987. So,
okay.
Yeah. Next one, Ferdinand Carangelo. I'm probably saying that wrong. He was the foreman.
Carangelo.
He has a Quantum Leap connection. His character was Guy in the series finale Mirror Image. So I think he's just one of the patrons in the bar, or one of the coal miners, or whatever. Next time I rewatch it, I'll have to look for the name, but
it kind of
I can
sounds
remember
familiar.
who he was. Apparently none of us could. So I typed in who was Guy in Mirror Image of Quantum Leap into my search bar, but then the stupid search engine automatically pushed my query into the AI chatbot, which I didn't ask for. So, and the answer was absolutely astoundingly wrong. I'm going to read it out here because it is quite hilarious. In the Quantum Leap episode titled Mirror Image, which is the 22nd episode of season 5, Guy is a character who serves as a bartender in a bar that Dr. Sam Beckett, played by Scott Bakula, visits. So, wrong thing number one.
Right.
He is played by actor J.J. Abrams.
No.
Famous character actor J.J. Abrams.
I'm pretty sure Abrams has only ever directed, written. I don't think he's ever acted, right?
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think so.
Anyway, in this episode, Sam experiences a unique leap where he interacts with several characters, including Guy, as he confronts the complexities of his time-traveling journey and his own identity. Mirror Image is notable for its philosophical themes and serves as a reflective conclusion to the series.
I mean,
I got about right? So
yeah.
Just goes to prove, don't trust AI.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It is hallucinating.
It's hallucinating.
Anyway, our final co-star, Veronica Cartwright, as the voice of the Flame. She probably has the most credits out of all the people in the guest cast here.
She kind of sounded familiar.
Yeah. I recently enjoyed watching A Man on the Inside. My wife and I watched that together, and she was in five of those episodes. She was also Cassandra Spender on The X-Files, who's the ex-wife of the cigarette-smoking man. So she was in 4 episodes. She had over 150 other credits dating back to 1958 when she was like 11 or something. So, a long career in acting.
There you go.
And that covers it.
Yep. Yeah, I think she's the only one listed
now for
at
the show.
End. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Written by Josef Anderson, directed by Jefery Levi. I never know how you say that.
Levy or Levy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends on the family. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 worlds that we visited. We start out on Baseball World, which is earthprime.com designates these, and then it just says Inferno. For all of literally like 10 seconds, and then Refinery World. I think it's called that because they didn't want to confuse that with something from I don't even remember now. It was up on earthprime.com. It was like Gas World or something, because they didn't want to be confused with something else from a previous.
Right, it was Oil World, or it's the one
Oil World. Yeah, they don't want to
call millionaires or something, and
right. Then it was Oil World because that was in the first season, right?
Yeah, season 1. Yeah. That's
okay.
Right.
So, geez, you might as well go first, Devin. What do you think about?
I was genuinely stunned by how bad this episode was. I did not think it would be as bad. Like, I thought it would be more enjoyably bad than it was, but there were there were lots of points where I was bored and or just not understanding what was meant to be happening with the plot. Like, they tried to do a lot of things and make it very dramatic, but it just didn't make sense.
Yeah. I genuinely don't know what the point of this episode even was, other than to showcase the sentient flame, because why not? Let's just do this. Let's just make something out of it. That's right.
Well, I think that's exactly it. It's very much in that 90s sci-fi tranche of just strange concepts put to script and then you build your plot around it. Like my wife commented, this could have easily been an episode of Star Trek Voyager, but it might have been executed better had it been Star Trek. But I like personally, I like the concept of what they were trying to do, but it really did suffer in the execution.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Devin, you actually filled in an alternate history, which I was like, there kind of was
the
one.
extent,
but...
sort of an alternate history. Arturo says it for like one line of, it's as if like all the petroleum that's in the Middle East is actually found here in Southern California, and like that's the extent of the alternate history. But it was like such a throwaway attempt at an alternate history because it didn't explain, okay, well, like, why is everyone in the 1950s, 60s advertising agency style working in a weird hallway in a refinery? Like, it was very odd. I didn't understand why that would be the natural progression. And like, I think they were trying to do, they had like a whole bunch of income inequality themes, workers' rights, all of that. Like, I guess the implication was that if you had an oil boom, that we wouldn't have had labor progress as quick. But like, I was like, why have these things gone together? I don't understand. Like, it's very strange.
Yeah. I think that was the one thing I didn't get to put in the notes, but yeah, that threw me with the whole, all the desks or whatever. That was such an odd visual. Like, I don't know what that was.
Someone just liked that theme and era and just thought that's what, like, because when you think of oil tycoon, like, we have the oil tycoons of America in Texas, right? Like that's a different style, but I guess they didn't want to go for that, so they had to make it something else. But it was weird because then they like explicitly tied it to, oh, it's here instead of in the Middle East. And I'm like, well, I don't think all of those oil refineries are like 1950s, 60s admin. Like, it's weird.
Yeah. All right. Well,
but that was about it. That was the whole of the alternate history.
There's Inferno, but like, I don't know where. I mean, basically just says the whole world is on fire. Like why?
Yeah.
I would like to know that. Like, why is that on fire? Like, or even like, is it literally all on fire? I mean, like, shouldn't there not be a planet anymore? Like, I don't know. Is it just like?
Yeah, what's the fuel? What's the fuel source on this planet? Like, how is it, like, fuel doesn't just keep replenishing itself. Like, that fires can't go forever. They run out of fuel.
That's right. So why is it all
there
on
were
fire?
many interesting questions they could have asked the flame that they didn't. But we're getting ahead of ourselves now.
Well, maybe it was in Southern California that was on fire, but
maybe.
He assumed that the whole world is on fire, right? That's what he said, even though they're there for literally 10 seconds.
But, yeah.
I mean, it's coming up, but like, good thing they were only on the world for 10 seconds. But I don't know what would have happened if they can't force their way out this time. So what would have happened if they were there for a day? I guess they would have died, huh? I guess. Yep. Well, before we really get to that, I mean, I'm just, again, I'm like looking at Remy, like, why is he so irresponsible when it comes to money? Doing this whole gambling thing again, like, it's kind of rolling my eye.
Can we talk about Baseball World for a second, though? Because it was one of few things in this that I was like, hey, there was a little something here. Like, this was in the 90s before esports was a big thing, and they were already imagining effectively esports. I just thought it was really funny that the esport was effectively a game of like Wii Sports.
Yeah.
In my head, I just had the Wii Sports theme going. And like the idea that there's this gritty underground of people betting money and screaming at Remy to like hit a home run, and it's like, and I was just picturing him with like the Wii Sports controller, like.
I guess we learn after they leave, though, he left $600 on the bar, But have they not learned by now that cash is not interchangeable necessarily from
Totally.
world to world? Like, I don't know why we keep running into this where they're like, oh, I left that money behind. Well, you probably can't spend it here anyway.
Yeah, like I feel like they should be going for jewelry. Like they've got to stop going for cash. Just like
True.
start picking up some gold pieces.
Yeah.
I just thought of something that would have made this interesting with the transition going into Fire World, even though they're only there for the 10 seconds. Like, it could have been something where he collected the money, and then it burned up.
Yeah.
And then they're forced to get jobs in the next world. That would have been a little interesting, actually. Then they didn't think of that, I guess.
No.
No. Just wanted to rag on Remy.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And Fireworld itself, possibly the worst CGI I've seen. I was really trying to think like any other property because, you know, it's the 90s. You want to like give it a little grace. But I seriously thought it looked like when you were a kid and you went to the mall and they had like those music videos that you could make with your friends. Like, I think they literally went into a place like that. Paid the money for like just a quick little wraparound CGI of them in flames. And that was it. That was how they did it.
Yeah. I felt the same. It was awful. I was laughing at that point. And then, you know, they were conveniently only there long enough for a fire spirit to tag along with them to the next world. So
Right.
the whole visit was a bit contrived, but
yeah, Devin, we've been commenting too, like supposedly the budget increased, and we're like, where was this budget going?
Where?
I don't know. Where was the budget going this season? I don't know.
Hiring all the voice actors of Ranma 1/2.
Yeah, apparently.
All right, so they're on Refinery World now.
Yeah, they escaped Refinery World, and I just found it kind of strange as they were starting to wander around. We see the flame making its way over to that trail of gasoline. Would people really be leaving just gasoline laying around all over the place?
Yeah.
Is that why we see a fire truck almost right away? Because they're just
like
just careless with this stuff.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
I know, this is like the cold open, then it comes back. I'm like, oh, what? Sorry, Devin, what?
No, I wasn't saying anything. You go.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying like, I think right away, like I'm already losing where we are in the plot. Like we come back from the credits, I'm like, what's going on? So
yeah,
I know this thing with the unions and all this stuff, and I guess there's supposed to be something to all of that they're trying to, some message they're trying to get across to us. I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
And like, when did they first see the fire on Refinery? Because you're right, they were watching it on a black and white television set, Mike. Like, was it just out on the street that there was like a TV
I think it was
out
in
on the
their
street?
room later, wasn't it?
In their room later. Okay. Yeah.
Because they say something like, "Oh, that looks like the place we slid into." Like, what? Fire?
Fire? Like a building on fire? Have you never heard of a building on fire before? I was like, how? What?
Yeah.
It felt very forced. Like they were really trying to like draw the connection for the audience. But it just made me more confused because I was like, am I supposed to be seeing something special with this fire? And then like throughout the episode, whenever they showed you fire, I was like, am I supposed to know if this is the smart fire or a regular fire? And it took me like until the end of the episode to realize that like not every fire was the smart fire. Or was it? I'm still not actually sure, because in the beginning they made it seem like all of it was the smart fire, but then by the end it's like, oh no, it's like this little kid worth of smart. I'm just calling it the smart fire. I don't know what else to call it. The sentient flame.
Sentient flame.
Yeah. So who noticed it first? Quinn was like noticed the look. He thought it was like looking at him or it was moving or something, and then they caught it by the underneath the truck or something like that, and and they think, oh,
well, it's that Quinn and Wade are stumbling home drunk.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
and Quinn's like, I'm gonna go clear my head, and nearly gets hit by a truck.
Oh,
and
right,
this also,
right.
we didn't even write any notes about this, but this was very confusing, that the way that the fire saves him is by momentarily engulfing him so that he is asphyxiating
Yes,
and
that's right.
therefore stumbles out of the way of the truck.
Right. Because that's going to make you move out of the way. Suddenly you can't breathe. I'm going to jump over here.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
For what is set up to be like a higher being. Like,
Yeah.
don't really get it. And I also don't know why it's deciding it likes Quinn. Like, that's also not really explained. It just hitched a ride on his coat. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
now it's mommy. I think
that's all there is to it, is that it came from Inferno on the back of his red leather jacket or whatever material that was,
Yeah.
that he had to throw out in the burn barrel, and then
I thought it was gonna like burn up in that barrel too.
yeah,
I
I
thought it
think
was gonna be
did the
oil.
barrel
and-
burn, and then the flame jumped out and went off on its own after that. I don't know. Every time that flame showed up, I laughed because it was just kind of darting around, and it just
It's kind
I
of
don't know.
cute.
It was, yeah.
Cute little flame.
It was also like a really irresponsible way of them to get rid of the jacket. Like, you don't don't you have to like slam it and pat it out on the ground, but they were just like, throw it in the trash. That'll be fine.
Yeah. Jeez.
And walk away. So yeah, I guess I'm like looking at our notes where we all genuinely skipped like half of this plot in our notes, but
I think so.
Yeah, it was hard to follow.
Yeah.
So the flame then goes into the gutter, and Arturo is also like, oh yeah, let's go get. Well, they don't believe them at first because obviously they don't. But then Arturo goes and looks outside, and he's like, no, I do see it in the gutter, and therefore it's worth trying to capture. And then like before they, because I don't capture it immediately, I feel like there's something in between there where you start finding out about the union stuff.
Right, but
and I don't
cared?
remember if this is when it is, but it was actually like one of my favorite laugh out loud moments was when the union's behind them just going, on strike, on strike, on strike, on strike. It reminded me of two things. It reminded me of like South Park, rabble, 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 rabble.
Okay.
And also it reminded me of like when you're in a school play or just any like theater production that, you've got like background characters with very simple things being said. Like it felt like a play.
Yeah.
No picket line has ever
does
just
that.
walked around saying, on strike, on strike, on strike.
That's true.
Just in case you're unsure about what is happening in this scene, we're on strike.
Well, I know they take that flame and they're like giddy too. Like, I mean, I don't know. Again, it seems like John Rhys Davies maybe just like phoning it in again with like I think he knew like this is crap. I'm just gonna go with it, and they're paying me whatever. Because he's like they're just so excited about the prospect of this insane idea that we're gonna communicate with this thing somehow. We're gonna figure out how to communicate with it. Like I would think Arturo's a smart man. I mean, how would you communicate with it? It was so.
But also, they can't wait to ask it the big questions: who, what, why. That was another favorite line of mine.
Oh my god!
I'm not sure they actually did ask those questions though.
They didn't ask any of those questions.
No. God, this. Jeez. I know. I'm letting you. I'm just letting both of you join in because, like, I have hardly any notes for this at all. So.
Yeah. I was just gonna say Devin mentioned it, but I think it was around this point when I was asking myself why there's so much 50s fashion and general style. It doesn't really compute with what's happening, but then they have modern technologies like computers and cordless phones. So, I guess the TVs are left for the refinery workers in their dormitories or whatever, but they get the old black and white units. That's why they can't tell what the flames are. But I wanted to go back to what you're saying about whether it was this sentient being setting fire to these houses or not. And like, I don't really have a conclusion, because at one point it seemed like the fire was going around setting fire to these places on purpose, but because it seemed like it needed fuel, it needed to consume, but at the same time, maybe it was JC setting fire to these places to give the Union a bad name.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all very ambiguous at the end, because then he's going to burn down part of the refinery just to make the Union look bad. It really didn't make a whole lot of sense. His motives were completely.
I didn't get what all of that was about. Yeah.
I was like, I wrote in big letters, why would the gasoline company man want to burn down their own refinery? Like, refineries aren't cheap. That's the source of your income. Like, again, it doesn't just replenish itself. Like, it's a famously finite resource. Petroleum. So it was also like a really slow burning refinery fire, I think.
There was stuff catching fire that shouldn't have, and stuff not burning that probably should be. The whole fire scene was
extremely flammable barrels that were just kind of hanging out, waiting. Like, for how haphazardly they just had trails of gasoline everywhere. This should have been a really quick burn.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed we don't have it anywhere here. We're not really talking about the actual communication process. I think we skipped over. Like, that's a good point to kind of bring
talk
in.
about it,
because we should.
Yeah,
maybe the most interesting part of the episode.
Yeah, I mean, they were debating, like, well, we may have to destroy this thing because maybe it's just aimlessly destroying things, and it needs oxygen and all this stuff, and it's gonna, they were trying to find out the intentions, I guess, right, for lack of a better word. To see if it's like well-meaning or whatever. So Quinn is.
Did they ask those questions though?
I don't know. Quinn has it set up in this. Is it like one of those? What do you call them? Those Erlenmeyer flask or whatever? So the flame goes in there or something.
Yeah.
And then all that equipment, which is important because that enables him to use the sound waves or something. Is that what it is? It seems like there might be some scientific merit to it. Like if you think about it, there might be something, because I know like Fringe has done that with like things leave like sounds and you can use that to communicate and listen to things. So I don't know. There might be some weird Fringe science to it. That's what they do in the show Fringe. They do things like that. But anyway,
yeah, they had to find like the element that would match its frequency.
Something like
I remember
that,
there was like, we'll try hydrogen, we'll try this.
Right. Okay.
I don't know enough to question it, so I was like, sure, why not?
I don't think they think anybody is smart enough to question
mumbo jumbo here.
Right. They're like, yeah, who cares?
The characters are supposed to be way smarter than me, so go for it. But then, like, what does he even ask it? He like, I can't even remember.
Yeah,
I don't know. He feeds it different things and says,
yes, that I remember.
This is graphite or something, and then it.
Yeah.
Finally reacts and says,
what was the
I
point
like
of that.
I
like wood.
Wood.
I
Yeah.
like
Oh
wood.
yeah, something like that. Here, I'm going to the earthprime.com page.
I remember the flame. Then they started getting into like, oh, do you want to go home? Oh, sorry, I can't take you home. And they're like, oh no, I can get home. It's fine.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like, what?
It's like, you don't want to go home? Well, it's something like, well, we don't know. We can't just go home, or something like that. Like, that's kind of come up before. Like, came up with the Cro-Mags. Like, don't you know where your home is? Like, that doesn't mean we know how to get there, right? Yeah. It was something like obscure like that.
I feel like the only thing we actually learned about the flame was that it could that it was all one flame, right? Like
Yes.
it was like, yeah, I forget what you call it, but it's like, you know, a species where the mind is all shared, right? Because they just break off.
Oh, like a hive mind, like the Borg
Yeah,
or
kind of like
something.
a hive mind flame.
Or like,
I
feel like maybe a better description would be the Changelings, Mike, Deep Space Nine.
Oh, from Deep Space Nine.
Maybe like that, like each one is kind of like part of a collective whole, and they can be individual. Yeah, that's okay. That's interesting. Maybe
that's kind of like all we really learn. And then it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go home. Oh, maybe I do want to go home. Oh, what do you mean you can't go home? And then it says, why did you take this limited life form? Which I thought was a funny little line. Like, why did you choose this? And Quinn's like, I didn't get to choose it. But that's about it. That's like the whole conversation.
Yeah.
With the flame.
Yeah, but
do they break in and arrest them at that point?
So that's what it is.
Happens?
I think he feels like he's kind of getting somewhere with it, and that because I even see this right here. I did want to point that out. They're knocking on the door. This might be like a fourth wall break because because Quinn is saying, "Go away, we're spraying for cockroaches," and it's saying on EarthPrime.com that could be a possible play on Jerry O'Connell's appearance in the 1996 summer release film Joe's Apartment, which cast O'Connell with thousands of roaches.
Oh,
so that might have been I don't know. It could be a coincidence. Call it a neat pick on the website. But yeah, I think that's when he gets arrested and whatever. And they what's the reason they just is it because he's helping the woman and they think it's a whole union thing? So it's like, oh well, now we're gonna. Because
Wade decided to stick her nose in you know the business of the world because she actually gives a shit and is like, oh my God, I can't believe this pregnant woman is out on the street stealing toothpaste because she can't afford anything.
Oh, that's what it was.
They definitely killed her husband.
That's what it was. She stole something.
She like goes over to like give her a bunch of prenatal vitamins, which is like very presumptuous of you, Wade, that this stranger that she wants this from a stranger. And then she decides, okay, while you guys are doing stuff with your little like flame pet, I'm going to hack into the computer system, I guess, and download a whole bunch of evidence. Which again, like not clarified how she knows where to go for this evidence and what the evidence is, but we've got evidence on a drive, and that's why they've captured her and Remy, and also where she meets the pregnant woman and has her epiphany that is coming next.
Oh yeah. Well, I will say so. It's kind of interesting. I don't think that's come up a lot lately though with Wade's computer skills. So has it, Mike? I don't think so. I don't think it's been a while.
No. Yeah, she gets that data, puts it on a disk, and then JC takes the disk from her.
So I mean, so at least there's that. They're kind of trying to utilize her skill set again, which they've underutilized it. So I guess that's a little point for doing that, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So where are we now? Is this where?
So then she and Remy are in this very slowly burning refinery.
Yeah.
With 20 minutes to slide, but as Mike pointed out,
I didn't know if this was a goof or not. I had it as goofs, but you said it too, Mike. So
Quinn and Arturo are looking at the timer. It's 20 minutes to slide. It's broad daylight.
It is right.
Okay. Refinery, and it's got pretty dark.
I wasn't sure if I remembered correctly. I was like, it was the sun was out, wasn't it? So this is nowhere near 20 minutes left to slide. Nowhere near. No. Yeah, this is. I mean, we know they don't like continuity at all, but that's bad.
Not even continuity within the episode. Yeah,
that is bad. Wow. Plus,
I also wrote that down. I was like, a whole lot's happened in 20 minutes. Like, I just don't believe.
Even I feel like it took them at least even more than 20 minutes to get there. Wasn't there a whole picket line thing going on?
Yes.
And they're in a burning building. How long did it take them to get them out of there? This is not 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was somebody did not check the script or whatever script there was.
Or care. They probably added it into the script, honestly. They were like, we need to drive some urgency. The audience is falling asleep. So,
Right.
All right.
It's 20 minutes.
So I might as well bring this up here then. When they think they're about to die, where in the world did this pregnancy thing come from? But out of the blue with Wade. Oh, we're about to die. By the way, I want to have a baby someday. Nice timing. Like, where did this come from?
And they try to build it up as if she's gonna like confess feelings for Remy or something, and like Remy, bless him, is like preparing himself and is like so relieved when she doesn't confess feelings for him and make it awkward, and like kind of laughs at her the same way that I was laughing when she just goes, I want to have a baby, and it comes out of nowhere, and I burst out, laugh out loud, and Remy is also laughing, which felt appropriate.
No, Devin, was the previous episode with the dragon slide thing where Rembrandt had that where she tried to do the love potion thing, and Rembrandt, he confessed his love for her, but it wasn't that kind of it wasn't like it was just more of what kind of love was it? It was more like a friend love, like it
platonic.
Her soul. Yeah, it wasn't like so it's like, but still, this just came out of nowhere. What was this?
So weird.
Yeah. No, I rolled my eyes pretty hard when she. When I wasn't laughing.
I'm like, what?
My eyes.
Out of all the things that you could have said, like, I was not expecting that. I'm like, I want to have a baby. What?
We're probably gonna die in this burning building, but I want to have a baby.
Not now, but someday.
Does it come up later in later episodes? Do they carry that through at all as a character point?
I don't think so.
You're gonna have to watch for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm watching for something. I'll be frank, because we're kind of doing some of the Christmas stuff out of order. So I'm doing some stuff in preparation for that. So there's some family stuff that comes up for Wade. So, but I have to watch it again to pay attention if that came in anywhere. But anyway, that's
we know
the Christmas
her ultimate
episode.
fate is producing babies. So.
I didn't have to make that connection, Mike.
God, you're right. Oh. Oh, gee. Oh. You're right. Oh, you're right.
But we all know the producers did that to stick it to her.
Oh my God.
Poor Sabrina Lloyd.
Poor Sabrina Lloyd.
Had the nerve to ask for equal billing.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh.
So wait, what are we going to next? So
infrared.
My one, literally the only thing I'm giving any credit to this episode for is they did try some like experimental camera work. Like they did the whole like first person POV when Arturo and Quinn are trying to go save them, which I thought was, hey, at least you tried something, right?
Okay,
like it wasn't just the infrared, it was the first person perspective. Which but you know what, that's what I didn't make note about that either, but like I felt like how long were we watching this go, like pointing over there, like we were doing this for like 2 minutes, so like they're just stretching the time out. Oh yeah it was definitely like a little like experimental camera work. Someone was just like, I've got to make something interesting in this episode, so we're gonna go like first person perspective, and but hey, we tried.
Okay, so they do free them, but the flame is helping them, right, basically.
Flame came along.
How are they able to hear the flame talk without the equipment? This was an important point, that we needed to actually use that equipment to hear it, but now we don't need it.
Bingo. I thought they also needed that computer and all the other stuff to communicate. That was the whole point of setting up the rig, right? Just unless the flame learns really fast.
Well, I kind of just assumed it was that. I assumed
It
it was
evolved.
supposed to be a sign of the flame's intelligence that it just
And it like evolved. It took on because
took on a human form.
right, because it was taking on a different
Yes.
form. Okay.
Creepy pilgrim child form, as I interpreted it.
This will be a form that you can
Horrifying.
understand, your comprehension. You can see and hear me. Okay. Maybe. Okay.
And
then,
yeah, that's
But
it.
yeah.
well, at some point, somehow Wade got the disc back from the bad guy.
Oh, yes.
And gave it to the widow. I don't know how or when that happened because, she was in a burning refinery and.
Also, like, totally fine as soon as they exited the building. Like, no extended effects from the smoke inhalation.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess they explained it at some point. I think we talked about it, but the flame can find its way back to its own Earth once it's in the wormhole, but it can't do it from here.
Right.
So, but I'm just surprised Quinn didn't ask it to come along with them like he does with everyone else.
Hey, little buddy.
I know, yeah.
Come travel with us.
Can you help us try to find our coordinates so that we can get home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you can go home anytime, so just hang out for a little bit more. I want to
And
ask
even
you
if
the
it
big
said
questions.
yes, it wouldn't show up in the next episode anyway.
No, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't
definitely
matter.
not.
No, it wouldn't matter at all.
That's what happened to everyone else who came
Yeah.
with them.
I know.
It just landed on the next world and said, "See ya."
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which could be what happened to the flame. We don't. I mean, it said it was going home, but who knows? Maybe it's just
That's
decided
true.
to stop off somewhere else.
I mean, hey, we don't even know which Arturo it is still, so we'll never know. So, yeah. All right. We somehow we got to we stretched out that conversation just like they stretched the episode out. Somehow we managed to do the same thing. All right. I kind of said my goof before. It was the whole 20 minutes. It's yeah. But you got something else.
Definitely a goof,
Mike.
Well, you talked about Wade's technical expertise. Well, she steals a laptop and starts rambling off the specs, and she says to Quinn, "One laptop with mega gigs, color screen and projection system." So she worked in a computer store. She's supposed to be this techie, but she uses a nonsense term like mega gigs.
Mega gigs, yeah.
She sounds like the stereotypical like non-techie in the 90s who was just trying to make themselves sound like they knew about computers.
Yeah.
Evidently, whoever wrote this also was one of those people.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think it actually says that too on earthprime.com. It talked about they'd have their section Money Matters, and it's saying is like, oh, and after, they get jobs and everything. And then the last point, anyway, they steal all of the computer equipment they need to eventually study the flame, even though they have jobs. That's kind of funny.
Well, they may not have pulled a salary by then. It's been what?
That's
a
true.
day, 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other confusing thing, right? Like, do they just any of these jobs they get, they've got to ask for cash on the day, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like, you're sliding out in 4 days, so what's the point?
That's
of getting
true.
a job unless they're paying you cash under the table.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that came up in something where it was recently, Mike, right? Where they had some money or something where they were gonna win. Oh, it was the bobsled thing, right? They were gonna win money, but like they were about to finish the thing. Like, how are they gonna get that money? Was it gonna be wired to them because they can't transfer that to the next world?
Yeah, the $10,000
something like that. Yeah, they were gonna win $10,000, but they would have had to collected that in cash. Yeah. All right. We actually have some memorable lines. So some of these were some I were gonna point out, but you guys can do them. So
well, the only one I had aside from the mega gigs was when they see the kind of sleek 50s style car. Remy says, "Nothing appeals like a good set of wheels."
Yeah, that's funny.
I love the way he said it.
Yeah.
Good line.
Oh yeah, because him and Arturo were both. Yeah, they were fawning over the car, and he was saying something like the wings or something like that, and Wade was like getting on them, like
fins.
The fins. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a car guy either, but yeah, the fins. And Wade was like, "What's with you guys?" And it's like, "This is not just something with fins. This is like a house on right? What did he say?
Yeah.
Like a house on wheels.
He said like a living room.
A living room
it's
on
like
wheels.
a living room on wheels.
Something like that. Yeah. I was like, wow, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't pick Arturo for a like muscle car guy or whatever.
No.
He had talked about the car in the British. Remember when they were in he talked about it in what was it in the first season, Mike? Where the car broke down. It went right from like the British air. Oh, I don't remember what it was, but they made a comment about that, like how everything was in Britain, and then he was just like, and they were like pushing the car because it was like,
right. The Prince of Wales,
something like that. Yeah.
No, what was that one
Yeah,
called?
yeah, it was Prince of Wales. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the original name. No, that was the original name of the episode.
Yeah, Prince of Wales. When America never won independence.
Yeah, and Arturo's the sheriff of.
Yeah. And they were talking about all the great things that came out of Britain, and they were like, "Well, this isn't one of them with the cars or something like that."
Yeah. That's right.
I don't know. We went off on a little bit of a tangent, but.
Well, it's a good segue to the only line I didn't mention, but I thought it was a weird line. I in both of these episodes I've done now, like Arturo just feels the need to take a dig at another country, and so and it's weird when it's the British in particular.
Yeah.
But he's like, I thought only the British were capable of destroying breakfast.
I thought that was funny,
to which
too.
Quinn responds, "You didn't put enough syrup on it," which I thought, I was like, that's actually really sweet Quinn line. Like, I believe that for Quinn, that he is still just, a child, basically. But I also thought it was a bit unfair to the British, because I'm like, I don't know that they've like messed up breakfast. Like, there's lots of things you can criticize the British on for their food, but I'm like, I think breakfast they're all right. But
he is British too,
random.
so like,
I know he's also
singing
British,
about his
so
own.
I was like, I don't get it.
I thought it was funny that that was going to be one of my lines. I thought that was I did laugh when he said that. I'm like, that's an Arturoism right there. Mm-hmm.
But I think we said all the other memorable lines, so we'll just end again with, I want to have a baby.
Yeah. All right. We don't really have like a lot of comments. We'll do that for the next one. But I still don't even know what my rating is. So I guess you'll go for. It can only get higher, I guess. Devin, you're pretty low.
Yeah, go ahead, Devin.
Final thoughts and ratings.
I'm sticking with my one haunted pilgrim child out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the director trying some fun camera shots. I guess the voice of the flame was pretty good. Like, it definitely that actress, right?
Yeah, it was an actress. Yeah, even though it's supposed to be a male voice, but
yeah, but I feel like that's common in like people who do voice acting too. There's like a lot of well, she was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flame was actually like a fun character if you were willing to just go with it. But they should have asked it more of the big important questions, like who, what, and why.
How to get us home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like
how do you know how to get us home? Like, you take us. Yeah. All right. I might be with you, Mike, so you go next.
All right. Well, I've I guess revised my thoughts. I'm giving it 3 mega gigs out of 10.
Oh, you did go lower. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the gist of what they were trying to do, but I just can't get over the multiple drawbacks in the execution and the plot holes. And I just realized during our conversation, I was struggling to remember the plot, even though I only watched it 2 or 3 days ago. That's what was Tracy Torme's statement? It was like
Chinese food television. Yeah. You forget it immediately after you've watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the plot revolving around the flame was memorable, but everything else was just.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. about anything
It was
else.
so weird.
There should have been less on the union busting and more on talking to this flame.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna do a talking flame, just commit. Commit to that is
Or just,
the bit.
or at
is that
least,
there's a flame that can talk.
or at least come up with a better story, because it's a stupid story to begin with. Just come up with something better. If somebody liked this episode, again, let us know why this is the best episode of Sliders of all time. I know I said this before, but we want to hear why. Nobody's gonna say this was the best episode ever written. No one.
No.
Oh, I can't think of anything other than the talking flame thing. So, no, I don't think I'm giving it a 3. I'm giving it a 2 talking flames out of 10. I think. I was almost gonna go with 1, 2, but I guess there's something in this that, like you said, Devin, at least they tried to do something with it. But I don't know. This is pretty bottom of the barrel, I think, this episode. So sorry,
bad.
Devin. Sorry you joined us on this one.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to take one for the team. I'm a bit annoyed that I paid $3.50 on Apple TV for it.
Oh no.
Oh, I am
fine.
sorry. Yeah. I at least have the DVDs, and we have like the free Fandango. It's on there with commercials. If I don't have time to watch it on DVDs, but sorry I have to pay the $3.50 for this.
It's all right.
You should try to demand it back.
I should. I'll just tweet Jerry O'Connell directly. Hey man.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get that. We haven't talked about this, but they were trying to get making their rounds with at the conventions, trying to get the reboot going. So who knows?
Oh, they really?
Yep.
Yeah.
As in like the original 4.
Well, the original, because I think they wanted to get Sabrina Lloyd, but all 3 of them were at a convention. We haven't done this yet as of the recording. We were going to do like a bonus thing talking about the conventions. All 3 of them were there, and it was a Sliders reunion. So, and they were talking about stuff. I as of this recording, I still have not. I've only seen like half of it. I haven't gotten to watch the whole thing, but it's pretty cool that they're trying to do that, and I think even John Rhys Davies and Clement Derricks were together after that doing something. So they're making the rounds, trying to get a reboot going and try to get somebody interested. So who knows?
I think Jerry O'Connell's. I just remember seeing something from him recently about like the struggle of acting. So it's just like, dude probably needs another source of income. Is about that time. Like we've got to
maybe
get some more money from something. Oh, that's no shade to him.
I think he's still
gotta work.
I think he's still pretty proud of the show. I mean, you watch the extras like on the first season set. And he's like, what do people? That he was so proud of that. He's like, yeah, they remember me from Sliders, man. He loved it. So
I'm sure he did, and he should.
Yeah, it was a great concept. Yeah, just not with
a couple of seasons.
Just not with an episode like this.
Not this episode.
Not this one. Okay, well,
we should start a petition for them to remake this episode specifically.
Oh God, Devin, it came up for the Halloween thing. I think that I said, what if they were all, because you remember it was the Dream Masters and they were trapped in the dream. It was like, and Aaron asked us, it's like, how would you feel if they rebooted the show and used that? Like, I came up with the idea that maybe they're just trapped. Maybe they've been trapped in the nightmare ever since that episode, and that's why all of this stuff happened. He's like,
Everything.
what would you? He's like, would you give it points if you knew that that's how they rebooted the show? And I'm like, it would, maybe, because it would actually show that somebody watched the show actually watched it. Because if they're going that deep, that means, okay, we're trying to come up with one of the worst episodes and trying to use that to reboot it. Anyway, we've been stretching this out.
It'd also just be a throwback to like 90s soap operas of It Was All a Dream, right? So like,
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we have stretched this out, I think, as long as we can.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Devin, for joining us. It's great having you back. And
Thank
do
you
it
for
again
having
soon.
me.
Yeah, of course. You can tell everybody again where to find you.
Oh,
Just,
sure.
yeah.
If you want to get some bouldering spam on your Instagram, you can follow me at devunfiltered.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Next up, we do it. This is, trust me, it's a lot better than this. The Prince of Slides. I know it's a much better one. It's a Remy episode.
Nice.
Do you have any recollection, Mike, at all about what they?
Is this the one where there's a baby involved?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not Wade's baby though.
No. But this is we'll see Clement's twin again. I think this is the last time we see his twin.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one
Nice.
that kind of looks like him but doesn't. But
Yeah.
anyway, we will be back with first timer Suzanne Smiley. This is one that she wanted to do. So
Nice.
we'll get to. She's from the Quantum Leap crew. So this will be our first time with her. That should be fun.
For now, be sure to like and subscribe and share your opinions on the episode in the comments, either here or on the Facebook group or on the social medias, wherever. Send us an email, whatever you want to do. We will do a roundup of comments in future videos. You can visit our website at fandomentanglement.com, where you can find all of our past videos and links to our social media channels, including YouTube, Facebook, Blue Sky, and Mastodon. Until next time, I'm Mike.
I'm Damon.
And I'm Devin.
And keep that flame going. The eternal flame.
An eternal flame. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.